to our Adidas halftime report coming to you from Foxborough Stadium. Another great crowd to watch the U.S. national team play. Right now it's scoreless, though, between them and North Korea. We welcome you back, everyone, at halftime. Along with Wendy Gebauer and Chris McHenry, I'm John Paul Della Camera. A frustrating day, you'd have to say, so far for the USA.
It has been very frustrating for the front runners for the United States. They just haven't been able to penetrate this bunker defense. But the player who has gotten in a couple times has been Shannon McMillan. We see a nice, great save there by the North Korean keeper, and another ball through by Mia Hamm to McMillan, and another near-post shot. But there's a sense of frustration. Here you see Hamm retaliating. Luckily, she didn't get a yellow card for that play.
North Korea came in with a bunker defense, and so far the USA has not been able to penetrate it too well. We'll see if they make changes when we come back for the second half.
Women's World Cup. We really think you should come. We think you should skate to it at your next show. All right?
Okay.
Tell me what you think.
Mr. President, hey, will you be there? Are you thinking about our team? Mr. President, you must be there. Mr. President.
Women's World Cup quarterfinals, Wednesday at 8 and midnight.
ESPN2's coverage of the 1999 FIFA Women's World Cup.
I admire that, I really do. On this day, that's great stuff in front of a great crowd. But no goals so far between North Korea and the United States. With Wendy Gebauer and Chris McHenry, I'm John Paul Della Camera. Our Gatorade first half stats. The surprising thing, Wendy, the foul counts even.
Right, the U.S. came out and they've come out very hard, but the North Koreans haven't been out of control like we saw earlier on in some of their earlier games.
But if the USA wants to make changes, no country can bring these people on.
Wow. How about that for a second half?
I'd be stung, though, wouldn't you, if he brought in Akers? No?
I know she wants to play.
Well, she always wants to play.
To come in.
I know that, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. She wants...
Is she listening to us?
Coach DeChico wants to rest her for the quarters, but she wants to be out there on that field. She's a competitor.
The USA have already clinched a quarterfinal berth, but now it's about winning the group, and a draw would get them that today. This crowd is just ready for a goal. This place will explode if the USA scores. That's from the commercial.
That's right. That is a hilarious commercial. That one and the group date that they go on is hilarious.
It's part of what has helped us sell this tournament and identify the players to the fans. We're going to see some changes. Tiffany Milbert, we were told not to expect Lily to play a full game, or Hamm perhaps to play a full game, so we'll see what's happening. But Milbert and Foudy are coming on. We'll see how that changes things. We don't expect North Korea to change from that bunker defense. Second half is underway.
Two people coming out for the U.S. have been Mia Hamm and Cindy Parlow.
So Mia's day is done after 45 minutes. Same with Parlow, who has been playing very well for this team. There's Foudy. Welcome to the game by Kim. Number 11, Julie Foudy, one of the co-captains. She'll bring some more leadership onto this team here in the second half. Venturini holds. Milbert. Out to Chastain. Randy Chastain will hold. Thought about maybe having to go from there, and now gets in closer. Here's the turnaround shot that goes wide. Tiffany Milbert will add some speed, and maybe she can break down the defense with that speed.
We've talked a lot about the bunker defense. If you can count them real quick, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus the keeper, that's 10 players behind the ball. This is very frustrating for the U.S. attack. So a long-range shot like Milbert hits here is a good opportunity.
We would like to thank Adidas and all of our sponsors for bringing you this match commercial-free. North Korea with Kim on the ball, near side. Gets some help. They did not make any changes. They liked the way things were going in the first half.
Well, they have to be very pleased. You know, 0-0 tie at halftime with the United States. Their game plan is working thus far.
Mayhem now a spectator, like the rest of us here in Foxborough, seeing if her teammates can do it and at least win the group. If they win the group, they play Germany on Thursday. Otherwise, they face Brazil. North Korea back at the halfway line. It'll be switched. Kim has got it. Keeping it on the ground. Whalen with speed. Coming back. She'll play it safe. And they're doing a lot of that. Playing it safe. Not taking a chance. This one's just going to roll out of play. Ryan Scurry will be able to put it back in play. Scurry said in her first game she was nervous. She didn't feel like she was part of it till the collision. The second game, not until the goal. This time she says, I want to control my own destiny and get into the game.
Well, thus far she has. She did come up big with that nice save in the first half.
Chastain will try to break down that defense. Overbeck settles. Little tugging going on. Play is continuing. Kim Hee-ran holds and tries to deliver the ball up the middle. Overbeck missed it, makes the recovery, has help with Tiffany Roberts there. Roberts on the go, defended by Jin. Venturini's pass, and she'll get the return. Roberts getting through to the end line. The Roberts cross, and that ball is deflected out. Goal kick.
This is the Tiffany Roberts we all know. She uses her body so well. She's not very big and definitely not very tall, but she's so fast and she uses her body very well against the defense. Now she's got some time. She's got to have a better cross off than that. That ball's got to stay in play, be pulled out about 10 to 12 yards.
Lilly trying to take charge. Christine Lilly, one of the best tactical players on this team, if not the best. The throw will be hers, but did she take it too quick? They're going to give them the ball.
Maybe it's a free kick. Take a look here. No, it's a throw-in.
Here's Chastain. Holds. That one's too far, and that shows a little frustration. We're getting back to the unforced errors, which sometimes happens when they lose patience against the bunker.
Right, because the defenders have numbers up, so you got to be very, very patient and control the ball, possess the ball. We've heard Coach DeChico tell us that, you know, in the halftime interviews in the road to Pasadena a number of times.
Off a steal. Here comes North Korea with a shot, but it's right at Scurry. She's in this game. No panic. The shot was right at her, but she did not panic and come off of her line too far out or too early. Well, that's how North Korea hopes to win this game 1-0. Take advantage of a mistake. Here's Lilly looking. And that's going to be picked off. That's Joe's first shot, and she's the most dangerous player, so it's somewhat ironic that she didn't hit that well. Roberts, 51st minute to Chastain. Whalen. You can see everybody's back except for Joe. Foudy. Now Joy Fawcett. Drilled across. It doesn't get through. If you're going to play the bunker defense, watch this game because North Korea are playing it well. It's boring to some and to watch, but they're playing it well.
You're right. It doesn't provide for a wide open attack like we saw against USA Nigeria.
Chastain will try to break, and that ball needed to go wider. Look at the second effort from Brandy. And third effort, they win the ball because of it. Foudy to McMillan. Likes the right foot better. Drives it across, and I think Milbert thought someone else was making the run, and she let it go.
Here's that last attack by the North Koreans, and Joe comes in very, very strong. She's entering the box here, and this is the power bar goal cam. Great save by Brianna Scurry. She's so calm and cool back there.
She says she plays more aggressive against the more aggressive sides. Here's the U.S. That was a heck of a try by McMillan on the 70-yard wide field. He needed about 72 yards for her to get that. Off that throw-in, the USA is going to get it back. Chastain, Sarah Whalen, former UConn star. Off the right foot, knocked away. Oh, that was a hard one. And Kim will complain to no avail. Studs up. USA will have a free kick, and you'll hear them talking about it. Here's Whalen. Cutting across. Has a go, a bending ball. Just wide, but she's got the confidence now to take that shot.
Here we'll take a look at how this free kick got set up. Milbert is trying to battle through this defensive pressure there, and yeah, that's definitely a foul. Kim comes in really hard. And here's Whalen. She's coming across the top of the box, and that's a nice opportunity, trying to just nail it into that far post. That was a good opportunity.
Fouls so far in the tournament. You can see they're even just about tonight, but North Korea really doubling the United States in that department. USA will have a throw, and they can play physical. Carla Overbeck will tell you, if we have to play physical, we can. They just know when to stop.
Right, and they, you know, a lot of times they'll be getting hammered from behind, the front runners will, and they'll have so much pride, and they don't want to go down and stay down. They want to continue to try and, you know, physically battle through it to possess the ball. Tachiko has criticized them a little bit for this. He says sometimes you just got to go down.
Kim looks for the loose ball, taken over by North Korea in the 54th minute. At some point, you think North Korea would have to gamble to get to the quarterfinals. They need to win, not draw. So at some point, maybe later, they open things up a little. Here's Seoul on the left, sending it across, intended for Jin. Intercepted by the United States. It goes to Foudy from Chastain, kept on the ground towards Milbert, and Milbert will play it back to Foudy.
JP, I think they've got to have more of a sense of urgency, especially when North Korea has pushed up. They've got 5 players up. If Foudy's got that ball, she needs to penetrate quicker and try and spring somebody into the attack very, very quickly. Otherwise, North Korea gets back. They get the bunker defense back and create numbers up.
Milbert tried to touch it back, but someone had left the space. North Korea takes it over. Seoul with a pass. 15 is Jin. Scored against Denmark. Going long down the middle. Scurry comes out. "55 minutes gone. Fawcett holds up the middle. No pressure on her yet. She'll release. The run is by Foudy, the former Stanford All-American. Cutting it back. McMillan. 19-yarder. McMillan scores!
Julie Foudy has done a good job with that, and McMillan makes the overlapping run, takes a beautiful shot, beats Kai near post. Oh boy, what a mistake by Kai, but a beautiful shot. Actually, JP, how do you stop that? Look at Foudy's celebration.
Finally something to cheer about in Foxborough. North Korea taking the ball back. USA winning it. Venturini. And for Shannon McMillan, got to feel great for her. A couple of game-winning goals in the Olympics. Back now on the team, getting a start, getting the goal in the 56th minute.
The thing that's amazing to me is that's an illustration of the depth of this U.S. squad.
North Korea with Joe. And now they must open it up, Wendy. They've got to win the game.
Well, they have to. They have to take that chance, which will play into the U.S. strengths as long as Overbeck is good at organizing the back.
All the way across in the left. North Korea advances to the halfway line. This is Rhee. Rhee is picked off by Overbeck. Venturini. Well-placed ball to McMillan, who broke down the defense for the goal. Can she do it again? They gave her the left. The cross was deflected away. But McMillan has been very effective. She's been attacking the defense one-on-one.
Well, she's playing so well. She's so strong, and she's very confident going 1v1. And if she gets a half chance, she's going to take that shot as well, which we saw early on.
Roberts plays it wide to the right. USA across. Lily's touch at the post. Christine Lilly hits the post. McMillan's cross. Kai can breathe a sigh of relief because that ball was going in.
Again, Foudy gets wide, this time on the right side. And look at Lily's one-time half chance, hits the crossbar, hits the post. Just unlucky there, and unfortunate that none of her teammates were there to gobble it up and send it home.
Oh, the USA has the goal lead, and that's all they need, but they're still attacking. Here's Kim, pushing it back. Foudy has certainly made a difference since coming on.
She's been awesome.
Great back heel. Here's a chance for Jin off the crossbar. I think Scurry touched it first. It's still alive, and there was a whistle. There was a whistle. Handball. But I believe Scurry touched that initial shot from Jin. It was as close as a crossbar to being a tie game. We apologize for that technical difficulty and trying to bring you that. But a quality chance for North Korea. How many times do you see a team come back against a team that has just scored?
Well, they are. JP, you called it. They're trying to open it up a little bit. They're sending a few more people up on the attack. That's where Overbeck's got to be solid. She's got to organize her defense.
Tiffany Roberts, 60th minute. Here's Whalen, avoiding that tackle. Couldn't avoid losing the ball, but look at her track back. Against Kim, that's blocked. North Korea, that collision. Whalen gets called.
Whalen's tracking back for her misplay there, and she comes in very, very hard. That's a good call. Yoon goes down very hard.
Sarah Whalen scored goals at the University of Connecticut when they moved her up top, but played very well at the back, and still probably trying to find her real position on this U.S. team. We may not know that for a while. Here it comes from Seoul. Scurry lost it and recovered. Now her heart starts beating again, along with about 58,000 others.
Right.
Coming back, USA down the middle. The pass, McMillan on the turn. Can't get through. And it's cleared. But McMillan not only breaking it down from the wing, but also now down the center.
And the player who started it all is Julie Foudy. She's really come in here in the second half, and she's working so hard.
That was a tough one on that clip. Lily was fouled by Joe. They want to make a substitution and bring on Jo Jong-run, number 11. And it's for Jin. How much does a player like Foudy get? She's sitting on the bench. She's watching the bunker. How much does she get out of it so that she can come out and participate right away?
You know, she probably gets more watching it from the side. And, I mean, it's a great opportunity for some good analysis by her to know how to break it down. She's probably sitting next to Coach Lauren Gregg and Coach Chico, and they're telling her, you got to do this, this, this. And I'm certain one part of it was to get wide. And she's done that all day. This whole second half, she's done that very, very well. Not only on the left side, but on the right side as well.
North Korea looking for this one on the far side. It's knocked out of play. And the referee is going to give the ball to North Korea. The referee's assistant said otherwise, and Tiffany Roberts looks back.
Tony's saying, I can see that from here, and he's all the way across the field.
USA building out of the back. They've got a 1-0 lead thanks to Shannon McMillan's goal, her 20th international goal. She has scored some big ones for the U.S. None bigger, I'm sure, though, than in the Olympics of '96. Fawcett to the right. Milbert and Venturini on that side. Milbert is going to recover it. Venturini trying to chip it inside. Intended for McMillan. Belongs to North Korea.
There's Shannon McMillan, thus far the hero today. She's at the top of the box here. She's looking. She says, I've got some time, and she rips it near post. Kai gets beat near post. That's a tough way to get beat if you're a keeper. And look at Shannon McMillan. She's so excited. Coach DeChico has been working on her to get her passion back in her game since the '96 Olympics. I think it's here.
All the way back, Scurry on the one bounce. And the former UMass goalkeeper will clear it. Whalen to the right in the 64th minute. USA leads 1-0 over North Korea. Chastain pushing it upfield. Lily coming back for it. Lily's the leading goal scorer on this team this year. Coming into the game, she had 15 on the season. Back for Chastain. Into the middle. Fawcett. Look how far up Joy is pushed now. To Whalen right. USA playing with more confidence against this defense that has taken more chances now that they're down. Out of play it goes. Let's go downstairs. We've got Chris McHenry.
JP, unlike last game when Tony DeChico spent most of his time railing into the referees, he's been quite calm this game. As a matter of fact, you can really see him coaching his team, especially Tiffany Roberts and Sarah Whalen, and telling Carla to keep the defense organized. Back to you.
Great. That's what we figured, JP. Chris, those are good points. Overbeck's going to be key organizing this defense because it's a 1-0 game. You don't want any miscues back there, miscommunication. She's got to keep them tight. But at the same time, I would agree that this referee has done a very good job. So that's probably why DeChico hasn't been all over the ref.
She's the best that I've seen so far in this tournament, the games that we've done. Here's North Korea looking for Joe in space. Cut off. There's Overbeck.
That's a good example of that organization.
For Sarah Whalen, getting her first World Cup start tonight. Tiffany Roberts to McMillan, drawing a crowd, drawing the advantage call too. Foudy holds, lifts it inside. Lily with a shot. That was a great read between Foudy and Lily, though, and it almost resulted in the team's second goal.
Lily's one of these players who just works so hard. She never gives up. Look at her beating the defender. That was a great ball by Foudy, and Lily almost gets that ball dipping down right over Kai's head.
Lily looked over her left shoulder and realized that ball was coming the other way, turned and got it.
It's amazing.
You know, a lot of this is talent, but a lot of this is chemistry, too. They've played together since '91, a lot of these players. Train every day. Chastain. Fawcett will hold. USA up 1-0 and enjoying this tempo much more than the first half.
Well, they are. They've corrected some things very nicely. You can see here they're being a lot more patient. And then here's Foudy wide. We talked about width as a key in beating the bunker defense. She's done that so well.
Lily. And now Kai will chase.
And I think the key in the second half has been Julie Foudy. Look at this ball that she sends in outside of the right foot, bends it right on the run of Christine Lilly.
to live action. A couple of players were down, including Sarah Whalen, but she's okay and will bounce back up. She's been playing the last couple of years in the W League with the Long Island team, Lady Rough Riders. Chastain did well to get that away from a North Korean forward. Foudy. He came on at the start of the second half and was helped to change this game. Tiffany Milbrett on the dribble. She'll stop and send it inside. McMillan's shot. It's headed in. A goal for the USA. Venturini.
Venturini's one of those players who is so awesome when she gets in the game. But look at this ball by Milbrett and McMillan. McMillan serves it back across the face, and Venturini makes a diving header to finish it near post.
The two players that Tony DiCicco said he must get them back to the way they were playing before were McMillan and Venturini. They both scored today.
JP, you're not kidding. In order to win this World Cup, he needs to have his depth coming off the bench, and it's got to be players like those two that you just mentioned that have the ability to come in and win the game, and that's what we're seeing here today.
World Cup wise, that's her 4th goal. She scored 3 in World Cup '95. Back then she was a starter, and as we said before, now she's looking for playing time. She plays like this, she'll probably get more. This changes things now for North Korea. I mean, they're down by 2 now in a game they have to win.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see him send a few more people into the attack.
Joe is looking. She gets free from Overbeck. Save Scurry. Rebound, save Scurry. Brianna Scurry made 2 beauties. Her best saves of the tournament to this point.
Well, the player we talked about fearing the most is Joe. Look at her in the box. This is a beautiful save by Scurry, and she gets back up and makes the second save. Thankfully, her defense is in there to help her, and she comes up with the ball.
70th minute. Brianna Scurry makes not 1 but 2 of them. The USA leading 2-0. That was North Korea's best chance to score. Off that whistle, another free kick coming up for the United States. From striking distance. Lilly or Chastain, it's within their range. That wall's got to be pushed back a little bit.
Lilly was going over to the referee to find out whether or not it was direct or indirect.
Got to be direct, no signal. Chastain played it like an indirect. It's deflected out. Corner kick. '71st minute. USA leads 2-0. 6th corner kick for the United States. They'll drive it across and out.
You love to see players coming off the bench and giving it their all the heart and soul. Look at Venturini. She dives and makes that near post header. That is absolutely beautiful. Look at her. She's happy. She's so happy.
North Korea wants to make a change. Tisha Venturini getting that 2nd goal for the USA that gave them some breathing room, which they almost lost until Scurry made those 2 big saves. 17 is Yang, who's only 21 years old, replacing Ri. Yang Kyung-hee comes in and gets some experience. Her team down by a couple. This result stands. USA wins the group. They'll take on Germany at Jack Kent Cooke Stadium on Thursday. Brazil will be meeting Nigeria. North Korea sending it in for Joe. It's too far. It was close. They'll keep possession. A bending ball to the far side. The flag's up, and Scurry's got it anyway. And aggressive she has been today.
She has, and on a bending ball like that, that's being floated into the box. It's really tough for the keeper to judge, but she needed to come out hard on that. Look, this is a great ball here by Kim, and it's just floating up there. You're in no man's land if you don't come out for that ball.
Tiffany Milbert touches back. Here's Roberts. Look at the footwork on the near sideline by Milbert. Her team will get a throw-in. Milbert's the leading point getter for this USA team this year when you add up the goals and the assists. We're going to see another change, and Christy Pierce will make her World Cup debut.
Ladies and gentlemen, substitution.
So that's the last substitution that the United States can make, and she'll replace Roberts, who played well today for the United States.
I like the game that she played. She's such a scrappy defender, but she also got up into the attack and was trying to generate a lot. It's nice to see her get a start, and this is good quality experience at the international level.
He's going Tony DeCicco's way, too, so he can make another substitution, give Pierce a little taste.
Pierce coming off the bench is the most athletic team for the United States, which is amazing.
Left side of the field. That was a tough challenge. And Foudy felt that, and she might for a while. And the referee's coming over. She has had a good game. There's the yellow. Katrina Eleverta is a referee from Finland. She speaks 4 different languages.
You saw Kim coming over trying to show a little sportsmanship after that play, but this is unacceptable. Look at her. Foudy's lucky that she didn't roll that ankle if in fact she didn't. She goes down so hard.
Well, the team with the most cautions in the tournament keeps that streak going, North Korea. But they've shown a lot out here today, more than just physical play. Kim will play it back to Seoul. The advantage call, Venturini gives it back. Joy Fawcett, 74th minute. On the clearance, looking for the speed of Kim. But there's other speed out there, too. The first touch by Pierce wasn't strong enough, and that does happen. Coming in from San Francisco, over 300 of the world's top ex-athletes from 25 countries. It's coming up next, actually. It's the X Games, and what a shot to do that over the head of Saskia Weber. That's an X Games hairdo. Again, that's coming up next.
Last game, JP, you remember she apologized to her mom. Sorry, Mom, I don't look like this all the time. That's a pretty good hairdo, though.
I'll refrain from commenting on that. Here's Lily. The crowd picking up again. Another strong turnout. It was not a sellout, but over 50,000 were here. And loving it. Not enjoying the first half as much when it was 0-0 and physical, but it's opened up here.
Let's watch for Venturini making that near post run and Brandi Chastain on the back post.
McMillan drives it across the header. Go! She's got 2.
We talked about looking for Tisha Venturini making that run in there. Look at her attack this ball. Sends it home. That's absolutely beautiful. She just brings it down. And here's another look at it. Great ball by McMillan. Sends it in there into the box, and Venturini just attacks it. And look at this. You know, I don't know, maybe she was a gymnast in a past life. I've never seen her do that.
That hurt me to watch it. Her second goal of the night. 5th in the World Cup.
Well, Tony said all those celebrations are spontaneous, but I wonder if she's been practicing that one behind the scenes.
It's one where you better do it right.
Exactly.
Potentially the most dangerous celebration we've seen. 77th minute, but what a night for not just Venturini, but how about McMillan, a goal and a couple of assists, and she was the first one that really broke down this team.
The two of them have been awesome tonight, and this is what the U.S. needs. They need to be able to go to their bench to win these games, and that's what we've seen tonight.
Venturini will play it up, and she looks for the return. That pass is picked off. If this were basketball, you would talk about McMillan and Venturini like you would say sixth man, because that's what they do. Different role, they come in and they get it done.
Right, and you know what? It doesn't surprise me because they've been working so hard in this preparation for the World Cup. You know, when they get their chance out on the field, they're going to make it happen.
USA now with a 3-0 lead. They needed a win tonight or a draw to get the group. North Korea needed to win to go to the quarterfinals. The USA has exploded to 3 second-half goals. Winning the group is about 13 or so minutes away, depending on stoppage time. 78th minute. All the USA needed was a draw, and they would have qualified. It was looking pretty tough at 0-0 at the half. North Korea knew that they had to win the game, and it got really bad for them when they gave up the first goal.
It did. It kind of took the wind out of their sails because they are the best when they're playing this bunker defense and they're looking for a counterattack up to Joe. But it's caused them to be able to come out of their defensive shape a little bit because they've got to take those risks.
Foudy gave it up. Lilly. That one takes a couple of bounces on the way into the goalkeeper, Kai. There's one in the air by Venturini. Here's the run made, but not enough. Great attempt, though. Lilly chasing Kai. She will work for 90 minutes in whatever stoppage time they put on. Leads the team in minutes played. Scurry came on, got one hand to it. It's her night. U.S. bringing it up on the right side. Fawcett in the middle. Not enough on that. Chastain with a good recovery. Out to Pierce, who was like a walk-on on this team. 3 years, she's still here. McMillan avoided that tackle. Here's Foudy. Drives it all the way across. No one close to that ball yet. Fawcett made the run to slow down North Korea. 80th minute. Kim. And the captain has not done much for her side today. Captain of North Korea, Kim, has been one of their best players throughout qualifying. Here's Pierce. Chastain. Chastain holds. Switched across on the right. It's all about possession now for the USA. Knocked out of play. It's still their ball. Lilly on the throw-in. McMillan. Making the run right. Couple of cuts. Here it comes. And it's cut off by North Korea. It was looking rather adventurous. Intercepted. And this lady can fly too. Pierce has great speed. Cutting across. Looks for an open player and had her, but it was picked off by Kim, number 4.
I think she actually could have went ahead and unleashed her shot from that distance.
McMillan going in, headed down by Foudy. She was going near post and hit the side netting.
There's a nice ball in here to the box, and look at Foudy working very hard to try and, she's actually trying to go for the goal there for Kai, trying to beat her near post. We've seen the U.S. be very effective on that type of serve with the U.S. players heading it back across the face of the goal, but Foudy took a look. She didn't really have players in the box.
82nd minute. Here's Overbeck. Well, the reserves have gotten the job tonight. Julie Foudy had a chance to speak about the reserves earlier.
One of the things we pride ourselves on is, you know, our starting 11 is our starting 11, but you could throw in any of the other 9 players and be fine, and have the same team out there.
And all the reserves have done today is combined for all of the goals and the excitement.
They've been awesome, and it's just been fun to see. I mean, I can't say that enough. It's so nice to see the 6th man, as you referred to them, JP, come in off the bench and make a difference.
Here's Foudy. Breaking down the defense. She's in. The pass is blocked. And she was so unselfish because she could have taken that shot.
I think she got in. She kind of surprised some people because she beat 3 defenders in order to get in. So we didn't have the runs in the box.
Here's another shot. That one goes wide. Just off target.
Let's count them. Here she goes against one player. She beats 1. Jukes her again inside, and then comes back again outside, and there's the other defender that she beat. She takes a look and serves it across the box, but the U.S. just didn't have the players they needed in the box. She
learned all those moves while serving as a studio commentator for the men's games during the last World Cup. Right, Julie? USA on the attack. Venturini to the right. Christine Lilly continues their amazing work rate all the way across. That one will go out. If you're looking at an athlete with stamina, Foudy is one of them, and Lilly certainly another. 3 goals and a couple of assists. Her totals in 2+ World Cups. This is her 3rd.
Normally the U.S. midfield plays an inverted triangle, and actually Foudy and Lilly, let's say if that's the other attacking midfielder, are pinched in, but she needed to pick up her physical responsibility and get wide, and that's exactly what she did. She provided a big spark with fresh legs coming off the bench for the 2nd half.
The Pierce touch. Foudy will play it back. Randy Chastain to the captain, Carla Overbeck. Now they'll ease up in the throttle and slow things down a bit. Conserve a little. Oh, some elbows were up there. Pierce getting a taste of some international competition at the World Cup level. McMillan holds, trying to drive it across. It's blocked. Straight up, one in the air, and then North Korea takes it down to Kim. Good back heel work. Foudy was going to go in on that tackle, changed her mind. Here's Joe. No flag? There is no flag. Here's North Korea. They rush the shot. And I don't know why Reed did that. And I also don't know why that wasn't offside. There are 50,000 referees' assistants here that thought it was. Let's see.
Here's a look as the ball's being served. I'd say she's at least a yard offsides.
Maybe she thought she was too and just put that shot up thinking they called it. Here's another shot from long distance. It's blocked. Foudy. It's been a tale of 2 different halves in this one. Foudy drives it. It was looking good when it left her right foot.
And this is what made the difference here. McMillan had a beautiful near post shot. She beat Kai near post. And then look at Venturini's diving header, just playing with all her heart and soul. And then Venturini comes up big again. And look at this back flip. Who taught her that?
I don't know, but I give her a 10 for that one. Some great goals tonight for the USA. It took them a long time before they broke through. Some 56 minutes before McMillan scored. Look at the shot, so 22-9. Clearly North Korea came in, bunker attitude, win the game 1-0. When that was out of hand, it changed the game as well. Let's go downstairs. We've got another report from Chris McHenry. Chris.
Well, Team USA definitely getting into this game. You just saw Christine Lilly do a face plant. Tony DiCicco got up immediately and said, Christine, take it easy. We just want possession here. Back to you.
We talked at the beginning of the show, JP, that Tony was going to try and rest some of his players who have played every minute of every game. He's trying to make sure that players like Christine Lilly don't get into any kind of situations where they could get injured. They need to preserve themselves so they can be ready for the quarterfinal.
And if you go against a frustrating team or frustrated team, don't hang on to the ball for too long. Get rid of it.
Right, because we've seen what North Korea will do when they come in on a tackle.
Avoid the hospital balls. This one's coming towards Pierce, who's also been a basketball player in college. So many of these players played different sports. Very athletic throughout their high school and even early college careers before they concentrated on soccer full time. 87th minute. Julie Foudy. The USA will win the group and take on Germany next Thursday at Jack Kent Cooke Stadium. We'll be there for it. We hope you will too. Not in person, then on television. From the far side, North Korea. We're going to move it up the wing. It's knocked out. They'll get a throw in. Kim Sun-hui ready to put it in. Settled by the U.S. Outside then inside the box. It's deflected. Lily wanting to turn and could not do it. Venturini giving it up to the right side. Chastain. Lily plays it back. Fawcett giving it up left side. Here's Foudy. Venturini. Play on. Here's Venturini looking for the hat trick. It was that close. What a night for Tisha Venturini. It may not be over yet. McMillan getting ready. Here's the corner. And that one's picked off. Left side, here's Pierce. Milbricks. Then Pierce, Chastain, and no one will get hurt this way. This is what the USA is trying to make sure they can stay healthy. They get a big quarterfinal match awaiting them next Thursday. North Korea playing it long. Now the flag goes up. Offside. Thursday, Women's World Cup quarterfinal doubleheader is going to come your way, and we hope you will join us Thursday at Jack Kent Cooke Stadium, and tickets are still available for that. So if you're in that area, come out and see America's team. We can call them that now, right? The U.S. Women's National Team, over 50,000 came out in Foxborough. Sam's Army was here, and I think every other Army was here today too. And loud.
These crowds have just been great, haven't they, JP?
Tremendous. The women told us, some of them thought New York was loud, others thought Chicago was louder. I thought when the players came out today that Foxborough was louder, but we've got a different vantage position in all these venues. They're all loud. McMillan can't get through. A couple of minutes of stoppage time will be put on, and the USA is going to win Group A. And I'll tell you, things will all change next week, because you lose then and you're out. No more group play. So a lot more pressure on the teams involved when we get down to that final 8. Foudy to the left. We're in stoppage time by about a half a minute. McMillan. Pierce. Chastain's touch, and they'll just continue to knock it and possess. Foudy turning.
It's almost as if North Korea is kind of hanging their heads now. They know it's over. The U.S. is trying to draw them out. Maybe they'll have a chance for one more attack.
Pierce will play it back. Chastain sends it up for Tiffany Milbrett. Milbrett, a second half sub today, plays it into the middle. McMillan, the cut. Another one. Wants to load it up. There's the shot. Shannon McMillan. Almost. But having said that, Anima, she's still our Chevrolet player of the game. She changed the game. She broke it down. 1 goal, a couple of assists.
Here's another example of what she's been doing so well. She's so composed at the top of the box. Look at her here, just juking and moving and trying to buy herself some time. Surprising that one didn't end up in the back of the net as well. She's had a fantastic game. She's played with the passion that we remember from 1996.
Honorable mention of Venturini, but I think this was McMillan's day. Had something to do with all the goals. That's it. USA wins the game in the group. Next time you see this team play, it'll be against Germany in Washington, D.C. They win the game, they win the group, and Scurry gets her 51st career shutout. We'll wrap it up when we return to Foxborough. What a night it was in New England.
ESPN2's coverage of the 1999 FIFA Women's World Cup is brought to you by Gatorade Thirst Quencher. When you need a little something extra when it counts the most. Gatorade, is it in you? By Power Bar, don't bonk. And by Allstate, proud supporters and fans of Women's World Cup soccer.
Final score from Foxborough, USA 3, North Korea no score. Venturini had 2 goals and Shannon McMillan 1 goal and a couple of assists. We would like to thank all of the official partners of the 1999 FIFA Women's World Cup. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com, part of Go Network, go.com. Our Women's World Cup coverage continues Wednesday. We'll have some quarterfinal action, Russia, China, and Sweden versus Norway. And then the USA will take on Germany Thursday at 7 o'clock. For Winnie Gebauer and Chris McHenry and John Paul Della Camera, we say so long. Coming up next, X Games, Day 1, prime time. Keep it here.
Open the doorway to a world we know nothing about. Open the doorway to a world we know nothing about.
I'm here representing not only myself, but my parents, all the people who raised me to believe in myself, to believe in my dreams.
Are you experienced?
San Francisco X Games version 5.0. It's a world party on the peninsula that unleashed the summer of love. Historic streets,
Ready to go, Richter.
where there is the thrill of victory without the agony of defeat. Over 300 athletes
25 nations.
from the Pacific Rim
To the Polar North.
La Vida Globa.
Weltfest.
A world we know nothing about.
Born among the Alps,
Vivian Wegrad. Zurich.
she body paints the sky. In the deserts of California, he's gone where no rider has gone before.
Mike Metzger. Quail Valley, California.
Open the doorway to a world we know nothing about.
Skateboarding has never been a crime.
Tony Hawk. San Diego, USA. A world of passion that knows no boundaries.
But speeding, guilty as charged.
Sean Mallard. Fullerton, California.
Rolling is the obsession.
Matt Salerno. Sydney, Australia.
A world of freedoms.
Vert is Carnival.
Carnival. Fabiola. Sao Paulo, Brazil.
To a world we know nothing about.
The celebration, infectious.
Ben Hinckley. Lincoln, Nebraska.
A world where anyone can make it. A world that just takes
Commitment.
Dave Mira. Syracuse, New York.
Enough said. X is more than sport. It's a way to abuse gravity's confinements. To tap eternal flow. The expressionists of sports have arrived.
This piece of pavement on San Francisco's waterfront is the hardcore capital of the planet this week. Beneath the Bay Bridge, they are blowing chunks of ice all over the big air ramp for a summer showcase for the snowboarders and the skiers in front of more than 48,000. Some of the most crowded real estate is always around the vert ramp. The poster boy with a couple of boys of his own, Tony Hawk, has always used this X Games stage to bring out some of his best runs. And at the head of the pier, our headquarters all week long, we call it the X Zone. This will be the spot we'll bring you between competition. All sorts of folks are hanging out here. Welcome to night one of X Games 5. I'm Chris Fowler. Already dropping in, Johnny Big Air Mosley, Olympic gold. Best shirt, I think, on the pier. Johnny, welcome. With us, and coming to a theater near you, Thomas Ian Nicholas, the new movie American Pie, enjoying the scene here. Carrie Hart, representing the brand new X Games sport of freestyle Moto X, and the best ink on the pier tonight, my friend. Dennis McCoy, bike stunt legend, and his wife Parity also joining us. Vertical sprinters Aaron Shammy and Hans Florian have shown up. We'll talk about the speed climbing competition with them. Over in the game room, look who wandered by. It's the Luge brothers, Lugenstein, Beagle Jarvis. And over on the right there, please welcome for the motion picture, Austin Powers, the spy who shagged me, Mini-Me. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Motorhead / reporter Jerry Bernardo. I meant that affectionately, Jerry. Jerry and Carrie will race on the motorcycle later on. But first up, it's the bike stunt street competition. Dennis, you're always one of the favorites here. You had to bow out this time.
Yeah, I had a little problem with my wrist. The registration people strapped this thing down too tight on me. It cut all my circulation off. And
but just searing pain in every landing, pretty much.
Took a real silly fall on the street course, and because of my surgery, it's not real flexible to begin with. Just jammed it and can't hold on to the grip very good right now. But
you're back for the vert. That's the plan.
Oh, that's the plan. I'm icing it down, and I should be ready.
But the show goes on.
I can tape it to my grip, but then there's no bar spin stuff, so it's kind of a dilemma right now.
Yeah, we're going to watch who is able to go in this one. Paul Higgins and Steve Swope, surrounded by thousands of folks that are over on the street course. We're anxious to see if Dave Mirra can win this thing for a 4th consecutive year. Your guy, Dennis, it looks pretty loose right there. And Ryan Nyquist, a very quick learner on the street course. Let's get to Bike Stunt Street.
Chris, Ryan Nyquist has done in 2 years what it takes most riders to do in 6. He's that good, and we'll see him later on in group number 2. We have 20 riders in all. They're judged on
Okay.